Just call you mommy through the whole show.
No, you may not. Why? Hello. Welcome to Laura Kane After Dark. Thank you so much for tuning in, for watching, for listening, whatever you're doing. We just really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm Laura Kane. This is Erik Grimmer.
Hi.
My BFF of 17 plus years.
It's been a beautiful marriage.
Our producer is Brian.
Howdy.
Of over a year now. Hopefully for many years to come.
Actually,
almost. Wait.
Yeah,
almost two.
Wait, let me look.
Yeah, when was it? August?
No, it was like
May.
Yeah, I think it was like May.
What month are we in? Oh, sometimes I forget what
almost
month we're in.
March,
dude. I think okay. Oh, by the way, coming up on the show. When was the last time you were yelled at as an adult? I was yelled at a parking lot on the weekend, and I'll tell you what happened. And I have a story of why I'm blacklisted at the Oscars.
It's a doozy.
Yes, so we'll talk about all of that coming up.
And I have a special.
Oh yeah, you have something for both of us, right?
I have something for everybody.
Oh, so
I'm excited about this. By the way, it is May 2022 is when I started.
Oh my God.
Okay, we have to have another kind of something.
Like a party.
Oh, well, we need to do something different. I was informed, even though I think everybody that listens to this podcast is part of my family, I feel our family.
Yeah.
But somebody said, Laura, look, you probably shouldn't open your house to people to come watch the podcast live.
I can't think of why that might be a bad idea.
Well, me neither. I mean, because I'm the most trusting person in the whole wide world, which is not a good thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll think of something. Maybe we'll have something somewhere. We'll figure it out. But we do need to celebrate that.
We do.
That's 2 years, Brian.
Yeah,
Thank you for sticking with us because it's not easy.
I agree.
Who do you want to pop out of your cake, me or Laura?
You, but only if you're naked.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Done.
And you have to be making the face from the La Jolla Cosmetic ad. You have to make that same face.
Oh, he's good at that.
Yeah.
He has that nailed.
Yeah.
He has that nailed.
Yeah.
We'll need to get him softly focused and filtered.
Yes,
though.
I want the Vaseline lighting. Yes.
We'll cover you in Vaseline.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we'll just cover you in Vaseline. Okay, first we need to give a major shout out to the sponsors that help us put on this podcast every week. Thank you so much to Capital Growth and La Jolla Cosmetics.
Jay keeps our bank account full, and La Jolla Cosmetics
keeps us looking tight.
Keeps us tight. Yeah.
Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Look no further than Jay Wartzler, your trusted and our favorite certified financial planner.
Life is full of financial decisions, and with 30 plus years of experience and a dedication to your financial well-being, Jay is your partner in achieving your financial goals.
So if you're at or near retirement and you want to know if you have sufficient assets and income sources for a comfortable retirement, or if you are simply changing jobs and you're unsure about what your options are with your current retirement plan, please reach out to Jay.
Jay Wartzler and the team at Capital Growth go the extra mile to ensure your financial success. Their office is a one-stop shop for financial advising, estate planning, tax preparation, and divorce analysis. Call Jay today at 858-552-6960 or email him at jayw@capitalgrowthinc.com.
La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center is the place to go if you're looking to rejuvenate your appearance, tighten and shape your body, and just do something special for yourself. You deserve to look your very best.
La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center offers over 90 procedures and treatments for a natural, youthful appearance. They are absolutely the best in the business. Try out their treatment planner at glamfam.com. It's so easy and amazing to use.
We can't say enough great things about their board-certified plastic surgeons, and guess what? They offer flexible payment plans so you can start your journey to a better you right now.
Free consultations too. The very best in the business is in our own backyard. How lucky are we?
Make sure you tell them that Laura Kane After Dark sent you. We love everything about La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center. Go to glamfam.com. That picture is just my favorite thing in the whole wide world in the La Jolla Cosmetic ad, Erik, because we now know that he was completely naked in that photo. And you know that it wasn't taken to put on the ad. It was like another photo that he's like, oh, I looked good in this when I sent it to whoever.
No. I took it just for the ad.
To be fair, I think it wasn't sexual. He just usually is naked. So
yeah, that's the thing.
Which is kind of worse. I kind of wish it was sexual.
It gives me sexual vibes.
It was not sexual at all.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the question is to you guys, when was the last time you were yelled at as an adult? Because it's awkward and weird. I don't like being yelled at as an adult. I don't like feeling like I'm a child.
Do you mean yelled at just as in raised voices, or like talked down to, like
Both.
you're in trouble?
Both.
Oh, because one doesn't bother me. I don't mind. Like, someone yelling at me, I don't care.
Okay.
Only if I feel culpable or guilty, you know?
Well, here we go.
Oh, boy.
So all last week, I mean, I'm grateful. I had to fill in for a lot of people. So I worked like split shifts all week. And I was really run ragged and tired. And I was coming off of my night shift. It sounds really bad. And I had something in my hand and I had to run into Walgreens real quick to pick something up. So I made the turn into the driveway, and out of the corner of my eye, I see some people walking toward the driveway like they were about to cross. And I pulled in and I saw them, and I meant to say, "Oh, I'm sorry," like this. Like, "I'm sorry I didn't see you." But I had something in my hand, so I went like this. So like it looked like I went, no.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That's
so
funny.
I know.
I thought you were gonna be like,
oh boy,
I meant to do like this so that they knew I was sorry. Instead,
Right.
I gave them the finger.
No, instead I went by accident. Okay. So then I parked the car. I didn't even realize what I had done really. And I got a text. So I was on the phone, and then here's bam, bam, bam on my window.
Oh God.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. And I look up, and there's this big buff guy with this woman behind him. And he goes, "Roll down the window."
Don't do it. Yeah,
what?
Never roll down the window if there's someone outside.
You didn't roll the window down, did
A
you?
little tiny, not the whole way.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, "You do realize the pedestrians have the right of way."
Oh my God, what an idiot.
And I said, let me tell you something. Let me preface this by saying this guy wanted to go. He wanted to let me have
He was probably
it.
totally roided out.
Because he was with his woman, and his woman was in front of him, and I guess I might have almost
hit her.
I don't know.
Let's talk about the fact she almost hit two people.
But okay, so this is the thing. So this is what I said. I said, "You're totally right. I understand what you're saying. When I was putting up my hands, I meant to say, I'm so sorry, but I had something in my hand, so it may have looked like I was saying something else. You are completely right. I should be more careful. I should slow down. Yes, like I had to defuse the bomb. But I was in the wrong, and I felt like such a dumb. But okay, so then he kind of just looks at me, and he wanted to go. He wanted to say more. But because I was like, "You're right. I'm so sorry. I am in the wrong." All he had, he turned and walked away with the woman. They get into this like SUV.
And then you ran him over. You gunned him down.
And I sat in the car because I was too afraid to get out like while they were still in the parking lot. They stayed and they idled in the parking lot, in the car for like another 3 minutes.
What?
I was sitting in the car. They were sitting in the car. I'm like, I'm not getting it. So I was just pretending like I was on the phone, and I was like looking over. And then I started to get mad. Then I just decided I'm going to give him a stare down.
Oh my God. You are going to act belligerent to the people you almost hit?
I was like, well, they were like I apologized. I admitted my wrongdoing.
And they were upset. They should have been.
I agree with you.
Right. So then,
but why did they have to idle the car? They were with they were with 5 people. There was a whole bunch of them, and they just sat in the car. So I decided, I'm like, I'm going to give them a dirty look, because right now I'm mad that they're sitting there just waiting for me to get out of the car.
What?
So she was probably like, "Key your car" when she gets out.
Yeah, exactly. So I just like looked over, and I was just like, I just stared at them like this. And then the windows were blacked out because it was like a fancy SUV. And I can't tell if they were looking at me. But
you know what you should have done?
Finally, they drove away.
You should have got out of your car and dropped your knees and been like, "Garrett!
Forgive me, please."
They would have peeled out of there so fast.
You know what's funnier? The idea that, like, if let's say you're a pedestrian, you're walking, and some crazy lady in this big old Jeep almost hits you, and then she stops, look at you, and shakes her finger like, "No,
I know.
That is so funny.
That would have pissed me off totally.
And then imagine you talk to her, and she's like, "I'm so sorry," and then you're like, "Okay, whatever, and you go back to your car, and then you look over and she's staring you down like you did something wrong.
Why were they sitting in the car waiting?
Why were you sitting in the car waiting?
Because I didn't want to get out with them still out there because I didn't
Why
want
don't you just
them.
leave?
Because I had to pick something up at the store. I hadn't gone in yet. I needed to go into Walgreens, but I wasn't going to get out of the car while that SUV was still idling. So I felt really awkward and weird. I'm like, I don't like being yelled at as an adult.
Well,
No, and that would
people don't like being run over by cars
I
as
know.
adults.
Well, I was. You know what? To be completely honest, let's get real.
It was kind of their fault. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, it wasn't their fault at all. I was in the wrong. I should have watched, but they weren't really even that close to the driveway when I was pulling in.
You know how some
to
people are
to be
so
honest with you,
dramatic.
Sure.
very much. So.
Yeah.
But I know what I needed to do. I was at fault. Yes, I was.
You should have said that to him. Should have been like, I wasn't even that close to hitting you.
Oh no, because he was ready to go.
Yeah.
He wanted.
You
to
should have said, "Why don't you do some
down.
more roids?"
Oh my God, he was.
Do enough coke, jackass.
Yeah,
He was
seriously.
So mad.
You take your roids anally or do you inject them?
Oh my God. Have you been yelled at? I'm sure. Well, no.
Oh,
who am I asking? I'm asking.
Look who
the
you're
wrong-
asking.
I know.
Oh my God.
Do you have like an instance that sticks out to you that you were like, oh my God?
I do.
What?
So this was during COVID. And are you talking about something recent or does
No,
it matter?
just like when were you yelled at as an adult?
So this
and
was
felt
during
weird?
COVID, and it was so when restaurants opened up and you had to go and pick it, they'd run it out to you.
Mm-hmm.
I had ordered some Mediterranean food, and I'd gone over down the street to pick it up. I was coming back to work, and it was right in the middle of lunch, and I was at a red light, and a huge pickup truck pulled up next to me. Now it's only 3 lanes, sorry. And the light turned green, and we all started to go, and they just started to move over, and I was in the far right lane, and I was going to go up onto the sidewalk. And so I slammed on my brake and honked the horn.
Mm-hmm.
And the truck whips around me, slams on its brakes, and just stops. And mind you, traffic's going around me. I can't go anywhere.
Oh boy.
I'm just out of the middle of the intersection. So I'm still kind of in the intersection, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. And I'm almost right up against the curb because they just pushed me over. And so I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, go. Like, so I honk my horn again.
Oh God, I hate honking. I never honk my horn.
And all of a sudden,
oh my
the
God,
windows go down. The driver extends his hand and the passenger extends theirs, and they do this.
Oh my God.
And so I'm like, oh yeah? So I lay on my horn and I'm all, wrong thing to do.
Oh yes.
Especially during COVID. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, both doors open. They both hop out. And mind you, it's one of those pickup trucks that you would see in the South. Like it had everything on it but a Confederate flag. Like it was huge. The 2 guys that get out are like, you're totally roided out. Face tattoos, full sleeves.
Probably tiny dicks.
Probably. Totally just huge.
Uh-oh, Erik.
They start walking towards me, screaming at me.
Were you scared?
I probably peed a little.
Oh my God.
And I just remember thinking, this is how I'm going to go. They're going to I locked my doors. I had the windows up. I thought they're just going to break the window with their forearm and just pull me out. I'm going to, just shred a jug, a vein being pulled through the glass. All of a sudden, a cop pulls up. By the grace of a cop pulls up, and the cop in the passenger seat looks at me and he goes, and I'm looking at both. Mm-hmm. I keep looking back and forth, and these 2 guys just freeze. And the cop goes, what's going on? And I'm all, these guys just cut me off, and now they're like, I don't know what they're doing. So the cops turn the light on, and the guys jump back into the truck and take off. And the cops take right off after them.
Oh.
But I remember them just screaming at me, and I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Just don't honk your horn. If you
Yeah,
can avoid
I agree.
honking your horn. I'm not a horn honker.
Yeah.
Somebody I know like loves honking the horn. I'm like, just be tranquil about it. Like, just chill out. So they cut you off. Okay.
No, but here's the
just
thing.
relax.
Sometimes you have to. Like in my case,
Yes.
I had to because
If you're in
otherwise,
danger.
yeah, I was going to wind up with a broken axle,
Right,
like up on the sidewalk.
Right.
Like, so I had to lay the horn on.
Oh my God.
I think I can count the amount of times I've honked my horn.
Oh, I
in,
hate
like,
honking
2 hands.
my horn.
Same.
But sometimes you got to do it.
Brian, have you been yelled at as an adult? And turn your camera on so we can see your face.
Jeez, Laura,
Brian.
chill. My
I know.
goodness. You
I
know
know.
what? No, I won't. Let's say this from in the never mind. I lost
Are we
my
going to
train of
edit this
thought.
out?
No,
Okay.
no. I lost my train of thought for a second. I don't remember too many times.
Or being talked down to like you're a child.
Those are the times I would remember, and I don't remember any. I mean, I've been yelled. I've gotten into what I would call one-sided verbal altercations where someone yells at me and I just don't respond.
Ooh,
but-
that probably makes me even more mad.
Probably. It's something like I did or anything, but I don't really get yelled at very often. So
Yeah, you kind of stay under the radar.
A
You're an
little bit.
under the radar kind of guy.
a little bit. So
I'd like to try this exercise.
I don't retaliate either like he does.
Oh, oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't escalate.
No, yeah. I de-escalate. I cause problems, but I de-escalate. He doesn't cause problems, but he escalates, and you are under the radar.
Oh no,
Neither
I just
cause
get shit
problems.
taken care of.
Yeah, well, except you didn't get shit taken care of. A cop came and bailed you out of your shit.
You would have been like pummeled.
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
He's like, no, I took care of that.
You would have maybe been beaten up.
Oh, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be dead.
You'd
Yeah.
be in traction. Okay.
Oh, for sure. I would like to try this.
Oh my God. What?
I would like to do a scenario where I'm just a regular civilian minding my own business, and you cut me off.
Okay.
And I want to see how you handle the situation.
But I'm doing the one cutting off, or are you cutting me off?
No, you are the one that is angering me.
Or what if you're a pedestrian and Laura almost runs into you?
Yeah.
So you're the pedestrian?
Yes.
Okay. So here I am. Oh my God, I just got off work. I just want to get home. I'm so tired. I have to go to Walgreens. Crap. All right. I'm going to pull in here real quick. You're walking.
Yeah.
Through the driveway, right into the parking spot. Oh wait, I got to check my phone real quick.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You can't. Why are you smiling? Stop it.
Because you smiled at me.
No, we can't do this. Remember, I can't act.
I wanted to. I want to help you. With your acting chops.
Okay.
That's why I'm doing this exercise, because we're launching.
Well, then you have
into
to
the
bang
Oscars.
on my window. Okay. So I'm looking. Yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus Christ! You almost hit me.
I am really, really sorry. I was trying to say I'm sorry, but I had something in my hand, so it looked like I was saying no.
What the fuck were you doing, lady?
Please stop cussing at me. I'm trying to apologize.
I don't want your fucking apology. What I want is blood.
Jesus. In the Walgreens parking lot. Jesus. Go back to your party or wherever you were going. Jeez.
Wow, that failed miserably.
I know, that's horrible.
Was I good?
You know what?
Was I good at being angry?
No.
Sure.
See, there we go.
My favorite part is when Eric goes, "What the fuck?" and Laura goes, "Yes." Can I help you? Like,
I can't do anything right acting wise, can I? In
wow.
your eyes.
I'm not gonna
You know
comment.
what? I'm going to keep doing these auditions.
that's fine.
And there's going to be
yes.
one where you're going to be, you know what, Laura?
Maybe.
That was actually good. I bet you're going to get that one.
Maybe.
I'm gonna, and that's when I won't give you that piece of poo. I'll give you like a little gold-plated chocolate.
Oh, we have like a fake Oscar.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay.
Look, I'm not only going to hate so hard because I've cast terrible people in roles before because I was out of options. But, and you know, it's hard. Acting is hard. I get it. I've done it before. So I'm only going to hate so hard. But if you're asking for feedback, I'm going to be honest because that's how you get better.
Yes.
I agree with that. But I'm not sure I asked for any feedback.
You
Did
literally brought it to your 3 audition reels to us for feedback.
I did, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Okay.
do we want to talk about the Oscars first, or would you like me to do?
Let's do your little whatever you're doing, presenting us, and then I'll tell you why I'm banned.
Oh my God, this is the best thing ever.
Oh my God.
So, this is going to be Uncle Eric's Storybook Corner.
Oh God.
Okay.
I would like you two to choose between one of two titles, and then the other title I will read at a separate time. You have the option of listening to Put Tony's Nuts in Your Mouth or Susie Likes to Look at Balls. Which one would you like to listen to?
I'm just the producer. I think you should.
I want to go with the first one.
Okay.
Put Tony's Nuts in Your Mouth?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, and these are children's books, or they're supposed to look like children's
They're
books?
supposed to look like children's books,
They
but
look
they are
exactly like
not
children's
for
books.
children.
Okay.
So I'm going to read it and then show you the pictures.
Okay.
Tony has big nuts and small nuts. See Tony with his nuts?
This better pay off.
He has pecans and walnuts, nuts without or with a shell. There is no nut that Tony does not sell.
I'm already liking his nut.
Tony sells his nuts all day. He always has a line.
Okay.
Some say Tony's nuts smell great. Some say they taste divine.
Okay.
They drive or walk or ride the bus. They come from north and south to take those hot and salty nuts and put them in their mouths.
This reminds me of a Saturday Night Live skit.
Tony dips his chocolate nuts until they are just right. He knows your mom will take them home and suck on them tonight. BJ looks at Tony's nuts and tries hard not to stare as Stephen grabs at his nut sack and finds a big old pear. Grandpa likes to go in there and take his camera with him. He loves to look at photographs when Tony's nuts are in them. You can buy this book on Amazon, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was the Temu thing.
He swears it isn't weird and says it's not a crime. Grandpa licks the salt right off of Tony's nuts sometimes.
This is funny. This is like making me happy and sleepy.
See? The girls, too, like Tony's nuts. Of this, there is no doubt. Every girl around this town has put them in her mouth. On the way to school today, riding on the bus, the Johnson twins were in the back sharing Tony's nuts. Back and forth they open up, hoping that they don't get those big and tasty nuts stuck down in their throat. Even Mrs. Bulldyke, the softball coach and her special friend, will have a go at Tony's nuts every now and then.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, I'm sorry. What was her name?
Mrs. Bulldyke.
And she has a special friend who's the female, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Aren't you looking at the pictures?
There really is no argument. Mount Rushmore ought to be a monument of Tony's nuts for all the world to see. Oh, but I just realized what the PE teacher's name was.
That didn't occur to you as you were reading it.
Even when I doubled down on it and said her special friend is a woman.
Doubled down.
Oh my God.
Pointed it out. Is that the end?
Well, the last one is,
Oh.
If you haven't done it yet, you really are missing out. Grab a sack of Tony's nuts and put them in your mouth.
Great.
The end.
That is like the classic Saturday Night Live skit about
Night.
my,
Yeah.
what is it? The
Salty
salty
balls.
balls. Yes.
Yeah. And that is Eric's gift to us.
Yes. Oh,
It really is.
I
get
prefer
to-
the Keanu Reeves.
yeah. Did you see that guy that hosted Saturday Night Live over the
Shane
weekend?
Gillis.
Yes. He said something kind of funny in his monologue.
I think it's
where
good.
He was like, every little boy, mom, like you're your best friend's mom. Like you and your mom are best friends when you're like a real little boy. He goes, remember when you were gay? And then he's like, and then when you stop becoming your mom's best friend, the minute you start jacking off, you're like, when's that bitch gonna get out of here? So I can take care of business. I sent it to Charlie. I'm like, oh my God, why did I send
You
it?
sent that to your
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
God.
I thought it was funny.
Oh, Lord.
Because we were BFFs. Okay.
Oh my God.
let's get off that.
Boundaries, Kane.
I have none. You know that. He knows that. I mean, he's it's not a shocker.
True.
Okay. So the Oscars, dun, 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 dun. Are you going to well, of course you're going to watch.
Of course I am.
Even though you haven't seen all the movies. Oh, I applied for a job that will pay you $2,000 to see all the movies and comment on them. Write a little.
What?
Oh, let's
There
do
was
that.
no. I think
Send
the
me that
deadline.
listing.
I will. Oh, I will. I'll find it. But I think like the deadline's like March 3rd, so I'll get it to you like tonight.
Okay.
But
Let's do it.
I know, because I would love to be able to see all the movies, and they would send them to you or send you to them. But so those happen on Sunday the 10th.
Yep. 4 o'clock.
We're going to be off next week because I'm going to New York City to see Evan in a theater show she's starring in. I'm just so proud of her. My goal is to never miss one of Evan's performances, no matter what it takes. Going to New York, it was a stretch, but I'm going to be there and I'm going to see it every night. She does 3 shows, so I'm going to see it every single night. Anyway, so that's why we're not going to be
Are you
here.
going to visit Canal Street?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take the subway and I'm going to Canal Street and I'm going to buy all the fake stuff. I'm bringing an empty suitcase. What do you want?
Oh, no.
I'll FaceTime you. Like I did last time. Do you know about Canal Street?
Yeah, where you go the knockoffs.
Oh, my God. It's like heaven on earth. Heaven on earth for those of us that love designer stuff but can't afford it. Anyway, okay. So now for the longest time, I probably am still not allowed to talk about this, but I have. And, okay. And it caused me to lose this opportunity. So from 2012 to 2017, I went to every single Emmys and Oscars as a seat filler.
Wow.
It was awesome.
How could you possibly mess that up? You had one job.
Well, they do a background check. You wear like this big giant thing that says seat filler with your face on it.
A lanyard.
It's a huge lanyard.
Uh-huh.
And then when they put you in the seat that's empty, so when the lights come up, there's no empty seats. That's what you're there for. You put the lanyard behind you, so on camera you can't see it, right? Mm-hmm. They also have you sign something very lengthy that you won't talk about what it is to be a seat filler.
An NDA.
Yes.
Yeah. So one year, the last year that I did it.
Definitely the last year, I think.
Well, this kind of wasn't my fault, but it sort of was. So the lights go down, the commercials are on. We all wait in the wings, the seat fillers, and then it's your turn. And then so the lights go up because the commercials are on, and then the seat filler people are like, okay, you sit there, okay, you sit over there, and they tell you where to sit. Sometimes you sit there for 2 seconds and the star comes back and you have to leave. Sometimes you sit there and the show starts and you get to watch some of it, right? So this one lady goes, okay, sit there on the aisle. I said, okay. Well then, the lights go out. I'm like, oh, good, I get to see this part of the show. So Neil Patrick Harris was hosting the Oscars that year. And it starts with him in the aisle behind me. He's like in the aisle, but he's behind me. He comes walking up to me on TV and he goes, hi. I'm like, hello, what's your name? This is on TV, like not worldwide TV. I'm like, Laura. And he goes, are you a seat filler? And I'm like, oh my God, is this a trick question? What am I supposed to say? Is this okay? I'm like, yes.
And
he's
then
like,
he said, you're everywhere.
He's like, well, nice to meet you. No, he didn't even say. He's just like, nice to meet you. And it's still, if you look up Neil Patrick Harris, girl in red dress, seat filler, there's a meme of me and him coming up to me saying, are you a seat filler?
This was live?
This was on
was
live.
This was in the Oscar.
This was, yes.
I was watching at home and I thought I was in some alternate universe.
Okay.
It's so weird.
We're supposed to put obviously we're not supposed to have our phones out. Well, I had my phone on silent, but it was buzzing. And the minute that happened, like buzz, buzz, like it was buzzing in my, like people were seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. So trending on Twitter at the time, girl in red dress, girl in red dress, girl in red dress. So Fox 5, Channel 8 called me that next day. And they said, can we do a story? Local girl gets on national TV. Like, how cool. I'm like, sure, that'd be great. They came to my house. They did a full-on interview, like the reporter, the camera. They did a little thing on the news. Well, the Academy saw it or got wind of it or whatever.
Shocking.
And the powers that be were like, oh, hell no. Because I talked about, because they asked me, they said, well, what does a seat filler do? Well, I mean, duh. What do you think a seat filler does?
Yeah.
I mean, how secretive is that, really, to be honest with you?
You're like, I wasn't doing their hair and makeup. I was sitting in a
kind of
seat.
just giving them a little bit more detailed explanation of what our job was, and a really good job at it, apparently, because I was saying some things I probably wasn't supposed to say, which there are real no secrets.
Like what? Like Bradley Cooper had a stain on his ass. Like,
well, I may have said like, oh no, I didn't say this during that interview, but there were interviews. Radio stations called me. I mean, I was being interviewed all over the place, and so I did talk about some of the celebrities that I was sitting next to, including Adele's husband at the time, because I sat in Adele's seat because she was singing at the Oscars, and I remember thinking, she married this guy? He's like kind of like a loser. Like he just kind of, I don't think I said this on TV, but I remember thinking, oh my God, but you weren't supposed to have your phone out.
Yeah.
Or you're not supposed to talk to the celebrities unless they talk to you. If they say something to you, you obviously can say something back, but you are not allowed to initiate any conversation. That makes sense, right? Well, and no pictures.
Oh boy.
you did both of those things?
Oh my God.
You talked to everybody?
Oh my God. I couldn't help it. So my first Oscars, Jack Nicholson was sitting in front of me. And I'm like,
cool.
holy, I have this picture too. I go, oh my God. I go,
Just
Jack.
a picture of the back of his head.
No, it's a selfie of me and him. It's like the first selfie I think I've ever taken in my life. It's me and Jack Nicholson. He's like, huh? In the selfie because he doesn't know what to do.
Uh-huh.
And then I just started thinking, hey, this is kind of fun. So after the Oscars are over, all the celebrities kind of gather in the front of the house because they're all talking to each other, because they all sort of know each other. Yeah. They want to say hi. So I would go up to a couple of them and say, oh, hey, Bradley Cooper, is that cool if I get a picture with you? I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to be professional. But the show was over at that time. But during the telecast, there were times maybe when I took a picture with Kevin Spacey or...
Uh-oh, that's awkward.
Oh, my God. That was when Ellen she got the pizza. He had the piece of pizza and he gave me a piece of pizza. And you remember that selfie that Ellen took with all the celebrities? Oh. I'm in the background of that selfie.
Are you really?
Yes, I'll show it to you. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know the selfie.
Yeah, just look. I'm like in the background. But anyway, so I blew it not only for me, but for the other people. I'm not going to say who they are because that's not nice because I don't want to out them. But I really blew it because all of us were blacklisted.
I think we all know who else was blacklisted.
And I felt really, really bad about it. I really did because I didn't mean to ruin it for them because it was really fun. We went every year. We get to pick out a dress. It was an all day thing. We had to be there at like 10 o'clock in the morning. We had to be in full dress. And then we had a lunch. And then we had to wait in a theater. And then we had to line up in the eaves of the theater and then wait for the show to start. And then we'd go to the bathroom every once in a while and we'd see the Kardashians or we'd see like celebrities like going in to pee. Like I think I heard Jennifer Aniston peeing or something. I don't know. So the Academy said no more Laura Kane. She's not allowed in the Dolby Theater.
I don't blame them. You broke every rule they gave you.
Did. But oh my God, I have some really great. I have one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah, you have some really.
I have
good
one
pictures.
with Jared Leto. I have one with Bradley Cooper. One with John Travolta. My friend has one with Oprah. There's one with Jamie Foxx. The list goes on.
Jack Nicholson.
The Jack Nicholson one.
Who's the act? You have one with.
Oh, John Stamos.
Oh yeah.
And just through the like some of them were the Emmys. Oh, I have one with Better Call Saul dude.
Oh right.
Bob Odenkirk.
I love him. I saw him in the lobby, and I'm like, "Can I get a picture with you?" And he was, no, he didn't really love that. He didn't really love that.
Who was the one that?
Oh my God, I see you.
I know, right?
Yeah, I found it. You're looking the wrong way too. You're like looking up.
But I'm in it.
True.
Who was the one that lost the award and had a big fit?
What was it? A year that I was there?
Yeah, at the Oscars. He showed up right before his award.
Oh, this is a good one. So we were, I don't know why. Oh, maybe we had to use the restroom, or we were out because we were in the back of the line now because our turn had happened. So we were kind of out in the lobby, and Michael Keaton had just lost Best Actor for I forgot what the movie was.
Birdman or something.
Birdman.
Right?
Yeah.
And I saw him take out his speech, crumple it up, and throw it in the trash. And he storms off. He left the award show and he threw away his speech. And I saw him do it.
And you're like, Michael, can I get a picture?
No, oh God, no.
I'm surprised you did. I'm surprised you didn't dumpster dive into that trash can to get the
Dude,
speech.
I would have snatched that.
Oh, me too.
Oh my God.
I would have rifled through.
I know. I should have done that.
Yeah. Honestly, I think seat fillers are kind of weird anyways, though.
Well, I mean, I understand the purpose to make it look like because a lot of the celebrities, they want to get an alcoholic drink or something, or if they're at the bar and then they miss lights out or whatever. And so when the lights come up, you don't want to see empty spots.
I don't think it matters that much.
I guess it does.
Well, now it's gotten a lot more.
It makes it feel fake too, you know? Because I mean, the Oscars are kind of fake, you know?
It's becoming that way. I guess people are starting.
Well, it's becoming very political because I know several years later, I was doing something and it was, the thing was you were put into a lottery for seat fillers and stuff like that, because now they were giving the spots to family members, friends of celebrities and stuff like that. So it looked like the tide had shifted kind of after.
Well, you know what I did last year? A guy, I thought this was I thought I was being scammed. I got a DM from a dude from Germany. And he said,
"Oh yeah, we talked about this.
Remember? Yeah. And it turned out to be real. This was last year. Yeah, when I had my concussion.
Yeah.
And I did a full on, I was there. They were filming me in front of the Dolby Theater, looking inside. They looked at all my pictures. I talked about everything. They had me walking down the street with all the stars on it, the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And it was awesome. I never saw it because it was on German TV. But I thought, okay, well, I can't get in too much trouble. It's in Germany. It's not going to be playing here. I got paid $1,000. That was pretty fun.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, but at this point, I'm already blacklisted. I'm never going to go again.
How'd you get the role, or how'd you get on as a seat filler?
I can't say.
I'm sure you pulled a connection, right?
I cannot say.
All right.
But
all right.
I mean, duh. Obviously, I had somebody.
Not that good of a connection, considering you only got a seat filler position.
What? Oh, this is what really got me in
There's general
trouble.
admittance, isn't it? If you're high enough up.
I forgot that this one thing got me in the biggest trouble of all.
You're like, I stood up and I booed the Oscar winner.
So I was put in a seat that was kind of far back. Fine. The show starts. This lady sitting next to me is clearly loaded. She's drunk, pretty drunk.
Famous?
And she's holding an Oscar. She had just won an Oscar for like a documentary film or something.
Can I have that? And she's like, sure.
No, she said to me, she goes, hi. I'm like, hi. I go, congratulations. She goes, would you like to hold it? I'm like, yes. And so I held the Oscar. It was really heavy.
Yeah.
It's very, very heavy. And I go, would you take a picture of me with this Oscar? Because that would just be the most amazing thing. She goes, sure. So what do? I posted it.
Oh,
I gotta see that picture.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah, that's good.
It was.
This could be like a weird comedy about someone who just runs rampant around the Oscars as a seat filler.
Oh my God. It could be.
Academy would hate it, but that'd be so funny.
They're very serious.
they are very serious.
They do not joke around.
I can see Amy Schumer doing that role.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing I'd actually
What about
want to see her
me?
in.
I could do that role.
Yeah, but you're not that funny, so I would make it more funny. What's funny is it's not that you're funny in it. It's the fact that you disregarded all of their rules
I
and you
know.
did
God.
no, but it's funny because you did the most insane, awesome stuff though.
I mean, was it worth it for me?
Probably.
Yes, but for the friends that I did it with, I still to this day feel very, very bad about it because they got punished too.
Yeah.
And it's because of me. So that I feel very sad about. But what can I do now? Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's just the Oscars because I've done a lot of those shows, styling and all that stuff. And I remember, I forget who it was. Was it Sharon Stone? I was at.
Oh, I have a picture with her too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, at the Emmys. So people say I look like Busy Phillips. You know who that is?
Oh, God.
Vaguely, yeah.
I love this story so much.
So I see her and the
Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams.
Because they're buddies.
Yeah, they're like best friends. I see them after the show waiting for their limo. And I'm like, oh, I have to go up to her and say hi. And that people always say that I look like you.
Yeah, I'm sure she appreciated that.
The reaction, Brian. I go, hi. I go, my name is Laura. And I just want to say that, oh my gosh, people all the time tell me how much I resemble you. And she looked at me and she looks me kind of like up and down. She goes, oh. And then didn't say anything else.
She's like, am I that ugly?
Exactly. I mean, pretty much.
That's funny.
Pretty much.
I have heard she's not the friendliest person.
Really? This is the first time we've heard so
I was not surprised at all when you told me that story.
God. I was like, wow, that was the biggest diss ever.
Did you ever see that talk show she did?
Once.
Oh,
and
my
I'm
God.
like,
It was so painful. It was probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
what is she doing now?
Probably nothing.
Oh my God. But anyway, so that is my story. And, maybe one of these days I'll be invited back because of one of the fabulous auditions that I turn in will turn into something incredible.
We can put money on it.
I'll be your date for the Oscars or the People's Choice Awards.
Yes, you will.
Mm-hmm.
You want to?
Best new actress.
You have to get unblacklisted first.
Well, wait, what did you say, Brian?
I said you want to put money on it.
How much?
Everything I'll ever have.
Oh God, she's gonna really hone her acting talents now.
I'm gonna get something big. I'm gonna get a film. Okay. I'm gonna fly to New York.
Oscars. We're talking about you being nominated for an Oscar.
I know. That's a long
Like I said,
shot.
everything I'll ever have.
Everything I'll ever make for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna bet.
Real quick though, since the Oscars are next week, I think it'd be interesting to make our predictions on who's gonna win.
Oppenheimer.
Hold up. All right. For leading role, nominees are Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers.
I saw that. He was great.
He was great.
Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, or Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction.
Okay.
I think it's going to be between Cillian Murphy and Paul Giamatti.
Me too, but I haven't seen the other performances.
I think Jeffrey Wright's up in there.
I haven't seen American Fiction yet.
It would be a political choice.
Is it a good movie?
I actually haven't watched it, but I know it's about if it wins, it'll probably be a political choice because I think
Okay.
Cillian Murphy was good. I don't know if he was Oscar good.
And then for the females,
let's see, actress leading role Annette Bening.
For what?
Naiad.
Oh, okay. That's on Netflix or something, I think.
Yeah, Lily Gladstone in Killers of the Flower Moon.
She's going to win.
I can see that.
Is that
Hands
on
down.
something?
It's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Is it worth seeing?
I've started watching it, but it's very long. But she is excellent.
Okay.
And here's why I think she will win. Because she's American Indian.
Yeah, it would be a
And
slightly political choice.
It'll be a political choice because they are I love the fact that the Academy, God, watch, I'm going to get a hit put on me by the Academy.
Or emails.
Yes. They are very political now, because they got the whole, remember a few years ago, they were, it's just a bunch of old white guys.
Exactly.
And so I forget who was nominated, but they were African American, and they made it like such a big deal. Oh, look,
No, wasn't it Will Smith? Because didn't he slap?
No.
This
was several years before.
Oh, okay.
But they made such a huge fuss, and everybody was like, "Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like this is
like,
not
come on,
the way to do it."
There's always obvious, not to get too political. There's obviously nowadays at least one diversity Oscar that gets thrown in, and whatever.
Okay,
but Lily Gladstone is excellent.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, she's very good.
And then Sandra Hüller in Anatomy of a Fall, Carey Mulligan in Maestro, and Emma Stone in Poor Things. I never saw Maestro. I don't know if it's good. I've heard the performances are good.
I've heard it's good too, yeah.
I started watching it and I just couldn't deal.
Yeah.
You know who will win for Best Supporting, I can guarantee it right now, is the actress that plays the cook in The Holdovers. She has won.
Davine Joy Randolph.
She has won.
Oh,
she just won the SAG Award.
She's good. Oh, she was so good.
She was.
You know what? Paul
excellent.
Giamatti's going to get it.
Maybe.
He really might get it. Has he ever won one?
No.
It was a very, very good movie.
That was so good.
I really enjoyed it.
Real quick, actor in supporting role. We got Sterling K. Brown from American Fiction, Robert De Niro in Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling in Barbie, and Mark Ruffalo in Poor Things. I think it's going to be Robert Downey Jr.
I kind of hope it's Ryan Gosling just for fun.
Robert Downey Jr. though has won the Golden Globe, which is usually the prequel to who's going to win the Oscar.
What's the movie he's in?
Oppenheimer.
Oh, he's in Oppenheimer.
And he's great in it. And if it's not him, it will probably be Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
If Barbie doesn't win anything else, then it will be this one.
And then we have the movies are Oppenheimer. I had it somewhere. Anyway, Oppenheimer, Barbie.
Let me look. Wait, real quick before we get there, let's do actress as a supporting role.
Oh, okay.
Emily Blunt in Oppenheimer, which I actually think she should win.
She was really good.
She's
fantastic.
A great actress.
Yeah, she's such a good actress.
Danielle Brooks in The Color Purple, America Ferrera in Barbie. I desperately hope she does not win because she was not. She wasn't bad in She wasn't bad in Barbie. But she did not give an Oscar-worthy performance. In fact,
do you know who was really good
think so.
in Penelope Cruz
in Barbie?
In Ferrari.
Oh,
she was excellent.
Oh, that just came out, yeah. But then Jodie Foster and Nyad and Davine Joy Randolph in The Holdovers.
I love Jodie Foster.
I think it should be Emily Blunt.
Davine will win.
Oh,
I guess
hands down.
Yeah, she played
and she's very gracious. She's got a very nice.
Her role was really tough.
It was tough, but she was so good. And she played it like it was just so natural.
Believable. Yeah.
Best director will definitely be Christopher Nolan.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah. All right. So best pictures are American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie. I thought Barbie did not get. Okay. Oh, that did. Yeah. Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest.
Oppenheimer.
I think it will
because it got the most nominated.
It'll be that or Barbie.
It cleaned up at the SAG Awards.
So.
The director might be Barbie. Is the director?
She wasn't nominated.
Oh, that's right. That's the big scandal.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I mean, it was a fine movie. It wasn't the best directed movie I'd ever seen, though.
Oh, well.
That wasn't the standout of it.
No, I think they made such a big deal about it because for a female director, she made the most money out of.
Right.
And it was a female, empowered movie.
Yeah.
That production design, Barbie will crush. Barbie will absolutely win the hell out of that Oscar for production design.
Did Kate McKinnon get anything for her?
I don't think so.
No.
She had such a small role, though.
I love her.
I do too.
It should have been her over American Ferrera, I think.
I agree.
Because American Ferrera wasn't bad. She just didn't have, wasn't that important for role.
It was kind of unmemorable.
But you know what she did? She had that one scene like Judi Dench had in where she won the Oscar for it and she was in it for like 2 minutes.
Oh, she gives the little speech.
She gives the little speech.
It wasn't a great speech.
Right. But it was enough to get her out of that pigeonholed Ugly Betty thing that she was a more versatile actress.
Right.
And that's what they
You know what movie I
reward you
just
for.
thought about, which is totally messed up, is Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, I just watched that movie.
Holy
love that
mother
movie.
of God.
Great
That movie.
Did she win for that?
Who?
That
Jennifer Connelly?
The main actress.
Oh,
Jennifer
Ellen
Connelly.
Burstyn.
yes.
The old wait, who?
Requiem for a Dream.
Ellen Burstyn is the main actress.
right? Where she's the one that she's...
Jared Leto's the main. You're talking about the old lady, his mom?
Yes.
Is that her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, from The Exorcist.
That's
Oh
right.
my
I
gosh.
don't know if she won or not.
She is one of Ellen
That was
Burstyn and
on-
Jessica Lange are my two favorite actresses.
Jessica Lange. Remember
Yeah,
King
it's
Kong when
Oh
that
my
came out?
Oh, God.
I was a little kid, and it was so cool.
I would watch Ellen Burstyn read the phone book. Like, I absolutely love her. And she was that was one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen.
Oh, totally.
Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you've watched
Leaves
the
a bad
director's
taste
cut.
in mouth. Yeah.
It's worse?
Oh, so in the version that you watched, when it gets close to the end and Jennifer Connelly, she's looking to score money for drugs, and she meets up with that friend of hers and they go to that guy's house.
She becomes a prostitute.
Yeah, she basically becomes a prostitute. Did you watch the version where everything happens? Oh,
I'm going to have to watch it because
the director's cut, it was so uncomfortable.
Actually, why do I want to see that? I can't unsee it.
I'll tell you after the show what happens.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Darren Aronofsky's a great filmmaker.
He's a great...
with
Okay.
some bad movies, but
So the Oscars are on March 10th, Sunday, 4 o'clock.
is
We're
the
going to be
pre-show.
off next week, but we'll be playing Best As because I'm going to be in New York City, baby, seeing my future Oscar winner.
Acting chops going.
No, my future Oscar winner, Evan Elizabeth, in her little show for her school. It's going to be awesome.
She's going to be amazing.
And so we'll be back on Monday to talk about the Oscars. Who wore what? Who looked good? Who didn't? Who made a good speech? Da-da-da-da.
And I will have some reports when I get back. I'll be talking about Oscar fashion.
Yes.
I am going to the opening of MJ the Musical.
Oh, Michael Jackson?
Yeah, next week.
Oh,
so
I want to see that.
it's been very,
At
very...
the Civic Theater?
Uh-huh.
I'm
Oh,
excited
wow.
for the biopic about him that's coming out. I think
Yeah.
next year, 2 years.
So I'll have news about that. I heard it's
Excellent.
just fantastic. So, and I am going to see Christina Aguilera. I have my
When?
in May.
Okay, well, that's not the week that we're gone.
No,
We're
no.
talking about
I'm just letting you know that my songstress has
rescheduled.
her
Okay.
dates.
Okay.
and
I'm happy
I'm
for
going-
you. I'm glad you
Thank
shared.
you.
Yes, thank you for that. That's an upcoming show in May. Or no, June probably.
Are you interested in seeing Jennifer Lopez with me?
Yeah, possibly.
It's not till June or July.
Where? Vegas?
LA.
Yes. I'd rather see Madonna with you.
Oh, well, that's smart. That you're not going to be here.
When? It's this coming week?
March 10th.
I'll be here.
Oh, you will?
That's the Oscar night.
No.
March 10th is Oscar night.
Oh, wait, then maybe it's the 7th.
That's my
Oh my-
sober birthday.
Oh my God.
Oh, gosh. Maybe we need to go.
Then you need to take. No, I'm still in New York. Anyway, this is.
Well,
We'll cut this
forget
all
it.
out. We'll cut this all out.
No,
We won't, but this is such an
This is
off-air
boring.
conversation.
This is boring.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We love you. Thank you. We'll be back. We're going to be back with our guns blazing about the Oscars and stuff. And I'll tell you all about New York City and what adventures I get into there because there's going to be some.
Oh, for sure.
Love you for watching and listening and love your podcast.
I love you.
See, now this is what I'm talking about, Brian. This is where you have to be the producer and say, Erik,
Hey, you're sitting next to him.
no, but
Put on your mom pants and mom him.
Come on. Let me put on your best
I've
acting
said this
chops.
All right, here are my options.
Countless times.
I can go Erik, and I'll do nothing, or I can just push the end button.
but we've
God.
never ended it without him saying,
Okay, it's on you. then.
Love your podcast.
Wow.
say it like you're not mad at me. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say it like Chelsea on Love is Blind. Love your podcast. Love your podcast.
Love you, my sweet babies. Bye. Can't wait to see you, Evan.